Hey everyone, Shadow Wraith back again, this time with a quick guide on the Nightfall Ordeal Grandmaster A Garden World Solo with No Pinnacles. So we're running Nightstalker bottom tree, and then we have Witherhoard for sustained damage, Ikelos SMG for Warmind Cells, and then Berenger's Memory with mods to reduce the blast radius so it can kill shield cubes. Then we have Oppressive Darkness, all the grenade ammo finder mods, and overload grenades, and 6th Coyote for 2 dodge charges. And then make sure you have some Warmind Cell mods. I posted another video using Anarchy and Mountaintop and had some people asking what good alternatives were. I had no intention of ever coming back to the strike and doing it again. But I guess I'm a glutton for punishment or something. And I was like, I wonder if it is possible without Anarchy and without Mountaintop. So I jumped in and completely switched the weapons around to stuff that everyone should have. I'm not going to do a full commentary of this because I'm basically running exactly the same strats as I did in my other video. So if you want a breakdown of each of the little tips and intricacies that I found dying a ton of times, watch the other video. I'll link it in the description. And then if you want specific tips for this guide, I'll set some timestamps in here. So as of there, feel free to skip to the next timestamp where this video would be different than the original video I posted. Alright, so the main difference here is you have to use Berenger's Memory to pop these shield cubes instead of Mountaintop, and it is almost easier because the blast radius is so small, so you don't have to be quite as careful. And then, just like the other video, take some time, enjoy the atmosphere. It's a really pretty level, and I died so many times I needed something to relax on the way through. This first shielded Minotaur is a little bit more difficult because Witherhoard does less damage than Anarchy, so I try to hit him with one Witherhoard, immediately hide behind the rock, invis, and run away. And then I get behind this rock, and then from here I shoot another Witherhoard and toss an Oppressive Darkness grenade. And then I get another Witherhoard on the ground to help burn him down. This is where things get a little crazy because if he charges you, you have to kind of go back and forth. Just try to watch where the ticks of damage are, so they're over to the left, so I edge to the right and then reverse. And then now he's there, so I try to move back. And then I miss him with that one. But fortunately this rock gives you a good amount of cover, and then I'm able to hit him with a final shot there. So that used a good chunk of ammo. I'm hoping I can go find a little bit more ammo out here somewhere. but unfortunately there's not really anything on the ground. So I'm like, well, I'll just work with the ammo that I have and head into the caves. Caves area, do this the same way. You'll get absolutely trashed there if you don't invis. Hide in the bubble. Wait for the overload. If he stays out, you can just pop it and immediately invis. If he starts coming into the bubble, you can throw an Oppressive Darkness overload grenade at him, and that'll stop him, and then you can pop the shield. And again, I mentioned this in the last video, but I don't immediately dodge until I get closer to the shielded Minotaur, because sometimes the overloads don't proc the smoke bomb. And then pop the shield, immediately dodge, and run for your life. Again, there's this Minotaur that goes over to the right, so give him some time to make it back over to the left before you start shooting. Otherwise, he will charge you. Drop a Witherhoard, and then throw a nade between you and the Minotaur. And then I try to get another Witherhoard on the ground to double tick him. Looks like I fired that one a little bit too far, so I try to duck out just to get one more shot into him. And he burns down. Alright, now this is a little bit different because I can't break the cube from this far away without wasting a ton of ammo and trying to line up a grenade launcher shot. So instead of doing the strat from the other video, I hide behind here, invis, dodge again. You do not want to invis right here because they will double bomb you and you'll almost certainly die. So I invis past and then break the block from up here. Make sure everything's good, jump into the gravity cannon, and wave goodbye.
The root mind is reaching out, trying to take control from me. I've isolated your simulation from the rest of the forest, but I can only do so much to keep a Vex mind in check.
Hold on. It won't be around for much longer.
This next area is pretty much the same strat, invis at the bottom of the ramp. Stop at this block at the top of the ramp, and then crouch to avoid the champion seeing you. Invis behind it, dodge next to the ads, and then keep running. Give these guys a second to spawn, invis before the stairs, dodge next to them. And then invis under this champion and dodge immediately. And then hope that the overload champion doesn't spawn inside the bubble again, because you'll generally get shot by this shielded guy. So I make it out of there alive, and then immediately head over here and jump behind this little clear block thing. Alright, same thing as I mentioned in the last video. You want to wait for the Minotaur to walk down the stairs, and then he shoots at you typically in like sets of 6 shots. So try to jump and shoot Witherhoard in between those sets. And then I throw a Oppressive Darkness grenade to get a little bit more damage. And then I get one more Witherhoard on the ground just to make sure it kills him. And then take this slowly. If you don't end up killing him, like just make sure nothing else is shooting at you when you jump back up. Pop this block and then crouch here on the very edge to keep this champion from seeing you. Make sure nothing's shooting at you. Drop invis, jump into the gravity cannon, jump into it, and take that slowly. Again, I've died there multiple times, just like trying to jump into it too quickly. Another invis and run for your life moment. Hop to the stairs, and then please double jump into this gravity cannon, because if you walk up to it, I died multiple times. Because the gravity cannon sucks you up, you hit the wall, and you just die. And then head over here to the boss cheese spot. And then I try to crouch and walk in. Then kill the block in the center. And then now just hope the boss doesn't immediately see you. There have been a couple times where he starts trying to hit me with his beam for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Most of the time, he'll just kind of sit there and not shoot at all. That's what you want. If he starts shooting at you, you're probably going to get killed. I've not made it past there when he's shooting at me. But hopefully, he'll just be sitting here. Drop a couple Witherhoard. You're going to have to aim pretty high. Fortunately, he's a big target, so even if the Witherhoard hits the base, you're okay. Take a look at the sunset while you wait. Listen to some good music. Chill. And I wanted to see if I could hit him while I was moving, and I miss. That was unfortunate, because I don't have a ton of ammo with Witherhoard, so I should have probably just not taken that shot. Wait for him to stop, throw an Oppressive Darkness Grenade and sticky him. And then I wanted to also see if I could like get him double ticking by dropping this like on the wall next to him. It doesn't look like it worked. Alright, so now I just have to hurt him enough so that he goes away, but I'm trying to make sure I keep a couple Witherhoard ammo so that I can get Warmind Cells if necessary. So I use a couple heavy shots, just enough to get him to move away. And then the best way that I've found to get these Warmind Cells to proc correctly is to start in the middle. If you're not familiar with Warmind Cells, basically it's not randomly spawning. You get a certain number of kills and then it'll spawn. Typically, it's like 17% for a red bar, 30% for a yellow bar, and 100% for an ultra. In this case, in a Grandmaster, for some reason, it only takes 4 red bars for me to get one. So I kill those 2, and then I kill these guys who are a little bit closer to the right because I want the Warmind Cell to spawn here on the right. So that's the 3rd red bar. This is the 4th. And there's my Warmind Cell. I wait for it to roll all the way down to the right. You want this thing to go pretty far because if it's too close to the center, it'll kill all the other adds. And I need them to get a Warmind Cell to kill the other block. So that Warmind Cell kills the first block. And then this guy starts charging me. I try to take him down as quickly as possible. And fortunately, he stops. This, I've not found a perfect way to get him to stop, but from what I've seen, if you kill the Warmind Cell and you yourself don't have to go into the shield to kill the block, he generally goes out and around that block that you see in and to the right. He'll go around that and come straight at you, and then usually he stops before he punches you. I have also had him punch me, so not guaranteed, but worth trying. I'm hoping his body will go away so I can actually see the other Minotaur. But I can tell the shield is still up. I'm trying to see if I can get another Warmind Cell from back here. So I kill one more. Still not enough to get the Warmind Cell that I need. So I'm like, alright, here we go. I just got to run for it. He will shoot you through invis, so do not run too close to him. I just try to pick up a little bit of ammo. See if I can get some of the adds to come over. And they're not participating. So I try to run. I almost get killed, get behind this block, and then you can fire Witherhoard and pull out your SMG. I messed up there, just panic sprayed. And then I got the Warmind Cell to spawn though. So if you fire Witherhoard and pull out your SMG, the Witherhoard kills will count as 7 Seraph weapon kills. So keep that in mind. And then just hope as this guy comes towards you that he does not want to give you a hug. Because if he walks up, he'll just punch you and you'll die. So shake your head no. And then say thank you for not punching me. And then edge your way just a tiny little bit out to the right. And then try to line up Witherhoard. That one I think was a little too low, so I had to go a tad bit higher. And then just take your time here. If that Minotaur has stopped, you've got pretty much all the time in the world. You will regenerate ammo if you run out. So just take your time. Don't move unless absolutely necessary. And burn the boss down. So I'm basically alternating between Witherhoard, and then you'll see me use up the rest of my SMG ammo, and then use some of my heavy ammo, and then just kind of alternate between the two. One other note, I recommend using all of your primary ammo, because you'll see later when I am pretty low on special ammo, it actually regens all of my ammo, or like a good chunk of the ammo before I actually run out of Witherhoard. So try to empty your SMG and then just use Witherhoard, and then hopefully the game will give you some more ammo. And there you go. I don't know anyone else who's actually tried to solo this without pinnacles like Anarchy and Mountaintop. So if you're able to do this, it'll put you in a very small subset of people. So hey, it was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. Took me like 60 tries to get the original clear, and it took me maybe an additional 6 attempts and about an hour to get this non-pinnacle clear. So hopefully you enjoy. Thanks for watching.